How's it going, guys? It's been a pretty long week. What with the Mercedes CLA that came with the seized engine, been tearing apart the CB750. Video coming on Saturday about that. It's just been a long week. But today I get to unbox an Ariel Rider e-bike. This is the Grizzly, I think they call it a Grizzly X. It's like the newest edition of this. It's got like a double battery, the dual motor, and apparently it does like 33 miles per hour just on throttle. And apparently it's torquey as f***. So despite being tired, I am definitely excited to get this thing unboxed finally. It's been sitting in the garage for about a week now, and I've just been looking at it. So today I get to hopefully enjoy it. So let's get to it. Let's get this thing unboxed and we'll talk more about it. Or is it a TV? Who even knows? It's got a TV on the box, but their logo on the TV. I'm gonna unbox this thing and it's just gonna be like a TV. Watch. So here it is, fully assembled, and just with the stance of the bike, it makes it look a lot smaller than it really is. You guys can see there's motorcycles over there, and I mean, it's basically as tall as them. And so this is definitely not a small bike, even though it might look like it just because of the stance. First thing that strikes me about this bike is it's definitely hardware oriented, like powertrain. There's 2 batteries, there's 2 motors, and I mean, you can tell this thing is really made just to ride. The suspension on it is freaking insane. I mean, it's legitimate motorcycle spec kind of stuff. So if this thing actually does 33 miles per hour on throttle only, I mean, I might get in trouble with the police if they pull me over for it, but I doubt they will. It's a bike. Like, when has a cop ever actually been like, oh, you know, maybe I should just pull that bicyclist over. It looks more like a motorcycle to me. They don't do that. At least in my area, they don't really care. Anyway, both batteries are completely dead. I mean, completely dead. So I'm gonna have to charge it up before I even can turn on the display for you guys and whatnot. So let's just do that and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning.
Have it so big, the baka.
How about now?
Baka.
Back up?
No, just go.
Oh, you're rolling already?
Baka.
Okay, all right. And this video is sponsored by nobody. So you can smash the like button if you could, please. That'd help us out. All right, welcome to a new day. We just got the Ariel Rider all charged up overnight. Looks like these 2 batteries are connected. Both of them are reading completely full. So let's take it out and see what we got. Actually, let's turn it on. If you can grab a shot over here, let's just turn this on. And okay, so I'm assuming just hold down the power button. Oh, check that out. That's super cool. And this, it must have a sensor or something, because there's like a little camera or something down there. There's something, a little light sensor maybe. But anyway, you guys can see it's at 58.6 volts. I do like how it shows the voltage reading and the battery display, not just the battery display. So we can actually see voltage sag and stuff on here too, probably. Nothing too much crazier than any other e-bike, but... And you guys know how I do these. These are not like full-on in-depth reviews. Like, I'm testing them, seeing what's good, what's not. So let's get it out to the road and let's just see how it does. I mean, they sent me this bike and they were talking it all up. Like, this is definitely the best bike you've ever ridden. Like, we've been watching your channel. You've never reviewed something this good. So let's see what you got, Ariel Rider. There's a switch on the handlebars all the way to the left. Just front motor. The middle is both motors. So I'm just gonna keep it there. All right, let's see what they got. Oh, quick. All right, that one burst was incredibly fast, but I don't know what happened. The throttle's not working right now. It works, you turn it on, and it works full power, and then I let off, and then next time I go for the throttle, nothing happens. I cycled the battery, and it looks like it's back online again. It's fast, though. It is fast on both motors. I'm gonna watch the voltage sag. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna watch the voltage sag. Maybe it just drops the volts way too low, and it cuts off. Let me see. We're at 57.9 right now. Here we go. Or did I have the battery backwards? Because I just turned the battery off and it works again. Alright, let's try this. doing? Okay, I think I just must have the, it's kind of strange though, because with each battery has its own switch to turn the battery on. This one has a switch, and then this one also has a switch underneath right here. This one, if you switch it to the on position, like the little, I mean, it should be the on position, you can read the battery like that. So I'm assuming it's on, and if you turn it off, you can't read the battery. I'm assuming it's off. But it looks like in the off position, it's actually on. So let me turn the other battery to the off position as well and see what it does. Oh, it just killed it. Okay. So I think you just have to get this one to the on position, this one to the off position, and that's how you're actually supposed to ride. Interesting. This technology is just beyond me. So I think we're all set to ride. Official 0 to 20. Definitely the fastest e-bike I've ridden. Yeah, even that one that was like $4,000 that looked like a cafe racer, this thing's way faster. This thing freaking pulls. And I have no doubt this actually would probably do 33 miles per hour. So let's see if let's take it in the garage. There's like nothing on this bike, but I did find an older model of an Ariel bike, and you push the power button twice and it pulls up the menu options. How about that? So I thought they had sent me how to unlock it, but they're like, let me know when you get the bike and I'll tell you, but they never actually did send it. And I never told them that I actually got the bike. So anyway, let's try to figure out how to get this speed limiter. I finally figured out, I got in. Let's turn this speed limit way the freak up. Set that bad boy to 50 miles per hour. This is like a legitimate motorcycle headlight. It's got like that halo light in it too. Shoots a nice line across. I still need to adjust it clearly, but also they include touch-up paint. That's how you know it's a nice bike, when they include actual touch-up paint for it. I don't really know. I think these are going for like mid $3,000 or so, and I can see why, definitely, but it's definitely a higher end bike. A lot of people find it hard to pull the trigger on, you know, a $3,000 to $4,000 e-bike, because like you can get a whole motorcycle for that price, you know what I'm saying? But there will come a point, and maybe this is it, where like the price is actually justifiable. Because if you got a motorcycle and whatnot, yeah, you could go a lot faster than this, but like this has its different advantages. And if it keeps up with like traffic, if it actually goes 36 whatever miles per hour, I would be able to justify it, you know, paying $3,500 whatever they go for, just because you get the speed and it's all electric and it's brand new, instead of like a used 36,000 mile GSXR 600 or something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, frick.
This thing's incredibly fast. Definitely the fastest e-bike I've tried, definitely. This thing is torquey.
Quit making skid marks.
It's pretty obvious that it is definitely the fastest e-bike I have tried. It's a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. But I'm gonna wait till it cools down just a little bit, and then I'll get you guys like an extended range test kind of thing. And just wait till it cools off, and then we'll do that. Let's get a top speed run right now. It's still pretty hot, but I'm just gonna go out, get a top speed run. For this test, I'm gonna be trusting the speedometer that it is actually fairly accurate, because I don't really have anywhere I could put a phone that won't fall out of my pocket. This thing is freaking fast though, I'll tell you what. Good gracious. It's legitimately, it feels like a Grom. Not even kidding you, it feels like a Grom. Oh boy. $32 right there. Yeah, this thing for an e-bike is incredibly fast. That's crazy. I bet you, I guarantee you, I could get across town faster on this thing than I could in a car. Says we're at 34, and it looks like we're topped out. Let me get some tuck here. 34.6. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get right there. I don't know if pedal assist actually changed anything, but I'm gonna turn it all the way up to 6. Top speed, boys, let's get it. Yeah, 35. I'll call that 35. It said 34.9. I wonder where the top speed with pedaling is. Let's get this. Let's freaking get it. Yeah. Oh yeah, boy. 37 basically. Oh frick, that's my turn right there. You know what, I'll just go up one more. Yeah, this is a smooth ride though. I mean, like the fat tires, I mean, you're just planted on this thing. You really are. And it's got some good torque on it, even when you're cruising. Yeah, that feels pretty accurate. 35 miles per hour right there, that feels pretty accurate. It legitimately does feel like a Grom though. That's hilarious. Like, look at that. That's funny, dude. For an e-bike, that is so funny, dude. For an e-bike. They're finally at the point where you can almost justify blowing a few grand on them because they can literally get you across town faster than a car could, and they're all electric. We'll see what the actual range is on this thing tonight, but if it has some decent range too, I mean, frick, this would be good value for 3,500 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's a quick bike. Like, we probably just went 2.5 miles, and it's probably only been like 5 minutes. Probably not even that. They have it, like 35 miles per hour basically, just throttles what I could hit. I'm gonna take it on an extended test ride. We'll see how many miles we get out of it. I'm gonna go the normal coffee shop route that I usually do. Also, we're sitting right at 56 volts, so we'll see how it does. I'll see you guys in like 30 minutes. All right, it's been about an hour. I was on the road. I did 18.2 miles today, but I just made a very important discovery. I got back and the motor just cut out. Like, it was the first cut out because of a dead battery. But I realized I didn't have the front battery on at all. So I was literally running on just one battery. I don't know if it's supposed to just run on one and then the other. It doesn't seem like you could have them switched on at the same time. So whether you're supposed to be running on both batteries or not, I'm not sure, but I was running on the rear battery the whole time, and I got back and it just started cutting out. It was at like 40.1 volt or something, and I was at like 18.2 miles. And so I was like, okay, that's actually, you know, that's just like any other e-bike, except you're going twice as fast. You know, so like, that's not bad. And then I switched on the front battery because it still said it was at half charge only, and I have another 58 volts again. So I can say without a doubt, this is the best e-bike I have reviewed to date. Just between the dual batteries and the dual motors, this thing is just a blast to drive. I mean, it's fast and it's torquey. Also, the suspension and just the whole build quality of this is legitimately a motorcycle. It's legitimately like a Grom. It really is, but you don't need a license to drive it. I would highly recommend this. Ariel Rider did send me this bike, but I don't have any obligation to say it's a great bike just because of that. Like, I don't care. People can send me whatever they want and I don't really care what I say, but I can genuinely say this is probably my favorite bike. This is definitely my favorite e-bike, and it's it's a blast to ride, and it has insane specs. It really does. And I will say this is the most comfortable e-bike I've ridden too. Like this seat, the other e-bikes, they just come with some standard bicycle seat, but this has like a legitimate like foam seat, and it's legitimately a motorcycle. It is, but don't tell the cops. Don't tell the cops because they think it's a bicycle. So anyway, that's my genuine thoughts. Thank you so much, Ariel Rider, for sending me this bike. I thoroughly enjoy it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. And again, this is not a biased review. It's genuinely a good bike. It really is. That being said, guys, we're on to the CB750 next. I am ripping that thing apart for bodywork and paint, and I'm very excited to get that electric cafe racer on the roads here pretty soon. Then we're on to the scam car, and it's gonna be a good one. So stay tuned, guys. Much more to come. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.
Rick?
Oh, you good? Dang.